If I already got turned around and walking straight on the trail, this is going to be a tough thing. There she is. Good morning, folks. It's August 5th, 8 something in the morning. We're heading in up to McGowen Peak. It's 10 to 8. I'm gonna roll in to McGowen Peak and see if we can find some goats today. Hopefully they'll be moving around out there. I've already seen quite a few deer and quite a few elk hanging out in the open places near the highway on the way in, so that's good. The trouble is that's McGowen Peak, so we're gonna be in the clouds. New trails. A little bit of logging activity in here, it looks like. That's okay. And significantly fewer people at the trailhead, which is good news. So, I know, I'm gonna clip you guys on. We're gonna get hiking. We're gonna try and find some goats. And dang it, we're just gonna have a good time, regardless of everything else that happens, alright? See you in a bit. First trailhead. Let's see. Okay, just start like this. Yeah, I'd say if I'm not out by 1700, I'm late tomorrow. Hopefully we're about home by 5 o'clock. Yeah, that's why you double check your map. Good habits like that save you time. Alright, here we go. Alpine way. Here's the permit box I was expecting. Howdy, folks. As you can tell, it's still foggy, and now we're up in it, so we're gonna take a minute here, I'm gonna collect my bearings, take a sec, get it together, and then find our way up, because I think this next bit of navigation is gonna be pretty difficult. If I already got turned around and walking straight on a trail, this is gonna be a tough thing. And I found what the source of my confusion is. So that looks fairly normal. Hope you can see that there's a little knob, which is this knob. Little knob over here on this side, on the right, which spills off for quite a ways. It makes you think that you're on the wrong side of the trail when you're not. I'm gonna peel off here and watch the phone for a second, make sure we're actually going the correct direction. Seems silly, but pretty much see we're not. Oh my goodness. And this, people, is why you pay for a good navigation thing. Onyx, Go Hunt, All Trails. Something. Get something. No need to be lost, like your forefathers. Alright, that was rather sketchy. I haven't made it very far despite the amount of time that's gone by. Not that you guys noticed that difference. Had some things to respond to on cell service, and a very sketchy little piece of knot trail of spiny ridgeline that almost gave me vertigo, and I don't usually get vertigo, but spilled off of that and found this nice little trail. So I feel like that's awfully bold. First real look at McGowen Peak today. How much trouble are we gonna have finding white goats on that white granite? A lot. This will get a person in trouble. Looking at this view instead of where you're putting your feet. Who wants to look at the ground right now? My goodness. I wonder what are these black rocks that are mixed in, these darker. You'd think they'd all look like this white, pinkish stuff. And then occasionally you got these mixed in. Didn't pay enough attention in geology class, apparently. It's a big old vein of that rock up there. This lake still has snow in it. People talk about high alpine basins. This is what they're talking about. I think I'm gonna make camp right there. I'll sit down and have lunch, class. I realized we kind of missed some of the best glassing moving up here this last little bit. So we're gonna glass and eat a little bit here. Get camp set up. First goats found, guys. Nanny and a kid. Just hanging out up there. Looks like they're licking minerals and salt off the rock face. Looks like they might bed down here in that little crack. The kid tried to once and he's back up. I kind of want to pull the coat off of him. That's eyes on our first Billy. I just saw his nuts dangle as he walked away a second ago. It's good to find a Billy, but I'm not overwhelmed by him. There's Mom. Sorry about the glare. There, my hand back in spot. So there she is. There he's coming into view. Billy for sure. But I'm not super overwhelmed by him. The ears are supposed to be about 4 inches full grown, so those are 6 or so maybe horns on him. Get a few more pictures of him. He'll probably actually move. Alright, those 3 pitched off. I'd imagine they're still mulling around down there. But I know they were there, and it's good enough for me. And I've not dropped anything. So let's move this way a little bit. Why is it the people don't come up here again? My goodness. How's that for some more to view? For reference, that's Observation Peak, where I was in the last video. I think this is an actual juniper bush. It's not a safe place to stop. They're not ready yet. Oh, but it is. Awesome. Oh, that's exciting too. That's almost as exciting as that Billy. That might even be more exciting because I've never found juniper bushes like that before. I'm gonna mark that down. Alright, folks. Quick recap while we wait for dinner to get done. I found some goats. It was a good deal. Came in early, it was foggy. But we found a few. We found one. One up there. Up there, 2 back there, a nanny and a kid. And then up over yonder behind me, there was a nanny, a kid, and a Billy. Not a super big Billy, but hey, Billy's Billy, right? We're finding some goats, so that's good. We're gonna munch up some dinner. The delicious old Mountain House staples. What is it? I think it's chili mac or something like that. Creamy macaroni and cheese. Here in a few minutes, and then start making our way off this big old ledge up here. Not sure quite what we're gonna do tomorrow, but I don't know. I'm not very tempted to go back up behind me again. It just doesn't feel like I'm gonna learn anything more over there. There's definitely some goats back there. Don't know what I'm gonna learn back there. That's the problem. So we'll check it out. But first things first, we gotta get down to camp tonight, which is down by that lake. It's a steep drop, so I don't want to do that in the dark. So I'm gonna get down there shortly after dinner. And yeah, I don't know if there'll be another update until the morning, but unless something crazy happens. I hope nothing crazy happens. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm tempted to go back around that other side, like down to Alpine Way again and back around this other side. And just see what's over there. If there's anything in that other basin. I don't know. We'll probably start glassing. From camp in the morning. unexpectedly rough night last night. It was cooler than I thought it was going to be. And somehow the sleeping bag got a little wet. As you saw, I had to break out the Mylar. Not what I wanted. I don't know. Maybe you just got dew inside the tent. But we've got the food with us now, so we can make coffee and get warm. Continue glass, and I already started a little bit. But these are the best minutes, so I'm gonna get to it. Something went by over there last night, and something's still pissing off birds and squirrels over there. So we might, after morning glass, and pack up that way, go around, check that out, check out the far side of this peak. There's another basin over there. See what's in there. Let's get to it. Alright, coming around to this other canyon, this other basin. That was some of the worst route planning that I've ever done. Will not be going that way again. Doesn't even look like the goats used it much. For reference, if you plan on going between McGowen Peak and this little offshoot through that, don't do it. Don't do it. You have better things to risk your life on. Oh yeah, folks. Juniper berries. So these are the old ones from last year, but I found a different bush with a bunch still on them. Yes. That's a good few of them. Good little handful. As you know, they are not cheap. I think I'm gonna bounce. As the thunder rolls. I could stay here a while and probably wait until the goat comes out eventually, but it's noon. I figure it's probably at least a couple hours back to the truck. It's one of those deals where you want to step careful and plan. You got a route plan. Actually, go this way. Every so often, you're also reminded by the thunder that you got to keep stepping. Get off of this sandy quartz crap onto some good firm soil over there. Then I'll be feeling alright. I'm a little frayed. Nerves frayed. Just from all the alder and the brush and the rock and the almost being cliffed out. And that the trail. Thank goodness. An hour 45. We're finally at the trail. Oh, there's trout. I don't know if you can see them. There's 3 of them right there halfway between those logs. Just little guys. There they go. Freaking A. We were up there earlier today. In fact, just a few hours ago. What a day it's been. Let's do a walking out trail here. We're almost back to the truck. So yesterday, we come in early in the morning. It was foggy. It was creepy. It was moody, whatever you call it. The kind of thing where you think you're on the wrong way on the trail and you're not. But we were able to navigate up to there and get around in there into the, I think it's the far side, the little hump there before the big pinnacle. We got into there and took some navigation to do it with OnX or with Go Hunt. Wow, I still keep thinking I have OnX. I don't. I have Go Hunt now. Works really well. We were able to navigate through some really kind of sketchy stuff in the fog and fight some vertigo through it, and yeah, it was worth it because we were there as McGowen Peak unveiled herself, which was extremely pretty and stunning. Very nice of her to do, to be on time for us. So that was cool, and then we went on to find 5 goats throughout the day yesterday. 2 nanny and kid pairs and 1 smaller billy. So that was nice. Had camp last night and it was shockingly cold, all things considered. Somehow the bag got wet. We have to tweak that. That shouldn't be such a miserable night in, like, I don't know, 40s. That can't be happening. So we'll change that up. And then we decided to come around and look at this nearest basin. And that was a fiasco. Immediately we did find some good sign and a pretty well used bed, but afterwards the going got tough. We almost got clipped out. The brush was extra thick. There was a few goat signs through there, but it didn't seem like an area they were hanging out in, more so that they traveled through. About the only good thing that we got out of that was a small handful of junipers. So we navigated our way through more bullcrap on the way back down to the trail, through another rainstorm, and we're out. So thank you guys for joining me on this one as we get ready for our big mountain goat hunt coming up here in end of September, or end of August. It's only 3 weeks away, Scotty. But stay tuned. Catch you on the next one. Get outside. Go hike a mountain. Timing's 10 out of 10 on this one.